Today, on Be Something Wonderful, how to know the one sign it's about to manifest. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and these are the studios of Be Something Wonderful, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, good morning, and welcome back to the studios of Be Something Wonderful. One of you reached out with what you call the simple question on the idea of signs. Seeing signs that your desire is about to manifest, or the sign that it's about to happen, that it's coming. And you say that you were told that the certain circumstances that you were seeing indicated that your desire was about to manifest, that it's coming. And you said that was 8 months ago. And you said, now I don't even understand this idea of signs, because I'm seeing all sorts of things happen and not happen. What's a sign and what's not a sign? Well, let's talk about this like we never have before. You mentioned this idea that, well, there were certain things that you assumed were signs that it was about to happen, that it's coming. Yes, your belief and assumption of that then creates a reality where your desire is coming, but never comes. That it's about to happen, but it never happens. Do you see your reality? There are no signs or synchronicities outside of you as reality. You created the idea that it was about to happen, so you're still creating it. It's about to happen. It's coming. Time is irrelevant. Doesn't matter how much time's gone by, you keep creating that reality right now. I want to talk about this because this turned into a bigger discussion and really a masterclass in understanding how you are reality and that everything is you, that you decide what's manifested. You decide when you have shifted. You decide it all. There are no signs your desires are about to manifest. There are no signs or synchronicities that your desired life or identity is coming or manifesting. There are no old realities or identities, what he was referring to the teachings of Neville, Goddard, the old man, that you need to purge or heal or forgive or get rid of until your desired reality moves in. In other words, this whole idea of, oh yeah, that's your old reality falling apart. So you just create a reality of things falling apart, but never moving to the reality that you want. None of that. That's all just your creation as reality. There is no collective subconscious deciding your fate or reality. This idea of some collective programming that's determining your reality. That's why. You're seeing the sign, but now you're saying, well, that's why. Nothing's apart from you. There's no universe or power sending you or not sending you, giving you or not giving you signs or anything else. The universe is within you. It's your universe. It's your world. It's your reality. You are all that is. All of that, all of those ideas that you're hearing, and he said it was a friend of his that does a little coaching, is made up from a limited perspective that assumes they're separate from the power and reality that they are. There's no ego or finite mind or outside energy or energies or power doing anything to you. All of these ideas came up. It was such a powerful session. All of it is you here and now. You are it. I want to show this like we never have before. And this idea that, oh yeah, this is a sign. Right before it manifests, this is the sign. He said, yeah, I've been watching some videos where they're saying, this certain thing is the sign. That if that happens, that means it's right before it's going to manifest. That's all made up from someone's assumption or limited perspective. There's no truth or it's not true, and there's no truth outside of that. It's all happening now. It happens in your decision to be it. Nothing happens right before you manifest what you want or what you don't want. and nothing happens after. That just creates this whole idea of time and space and linear experience of waiting for something to happen or not happen. The universe doesn't give you signs or anything else. You are the universe, it's all you. The only signs that your desires are manifesting are the signs that you put there. The synchronicities that you create from within yourself is all that is. That you assume, that you believe and accept as signs or synchronicities. And that's the trap. You create a reality of your desires manifesting or about to manifest. Right before this happens, right before something manifests. But you never shift, you never move there, you never manifest it. Why? Because you're creating a reality where it's about to happen. That's why Neville Goddard said, signs follow, they do not precede. Signs follow what? They follow your decision and choice as all it is to be that which you desire to be. Then everything, no matter what it appears to be, what it looks like, is a sign that you are that person you desire to be. That it's manifesting, it's manifested, it's already there, that you are that person. Wow. Signs mean nothing. They do nothing other than what you assume, believe, and say what they mean or do. You are reality. They act as a permission slip, as the non-physical Bashar says to Daryl Anka, to believe what you desire is coming, or manifesting, or that you're shifting, thereby creating a reality and experience of it coming and manifesting, and you shifting and becoming, but never becoming it, never manifesting it, never being it. Wow. There are no signs, there is no proof, there is no evidence but you. What is that evidence? Your decision, your choice to imagine, to assume, to accept and believe. Or in other words, to know. That's what knowing is. It's all of it. What's knowing? It's imagining, assuming it, accepting it, believing it. It's all knowing yourself. That you're already that which you desire to be and want. That you've shifted. The ancients told us in John 4:48, unless you people see signs and wonders, you will by no means believe. Wow. Belief is a decision to see yourself as you would like to be here and now. Wow. That's powerful. And this person said, well, if it were that easy, a decision of I am, everyone would be manifesting what they want. Why isn't everyone manifesting what we want? Because you don't manifest what you want. You manifest who and what you imagine, assume, and believe to be true or the truth of who you are in your reality. And if that happens to be what you want, then you will manifest it. That's who you will be. That will be your experience. Otherwise, you don't manifest what you want. You manifest a reality of wanting. You manifest a reality of hoping. You manifest a reality of trying to believe, looking for evidence and proof and signs out there. There are no signs or synchronicities or coincidences or patterns from the universe or God or any other outside source or power but you. In the movie Next, with Nicolas Cage, the character Chris Johnson, that could see 2 minutes into the future. I've used this quote before. Funny thing about the future, it changes every time you look because you looked. And that changes everything. Wow. We're not talking merely about science and the observer effect. That because you observe it, it changed. We're saying you are the observer, you are the observing, and you are the observed. You are the perceiver, you are the perceiving, and you are the perception. You're all of it. It's bigger than that. You are all that is. This whole idea of looking for these meaningful coincidences and say, well, that must be it. It must be manifesting. But you put them there. You give them all the meaning or reality, those meaningful coincidences, or what we call synchronicities, mean. What is a synchronicity? It's simply the unseen becoming seen, because it's all reality. Unseen's always becoming seen in every moment. You're always in shifting and manifesting and creating a new version of you and your reality. You are the common cause, right? You are shifting, manifesting, and becoming in every moment. A synchronicity or sign, the definition of that is a simultaneous occurrence of events, two or more events which appear to be somehow connected or related, but there's no obvious connection. There's no discernible causal connection. But there is, you are. There's no out there causal connection that's discernible or that's obvious, because you are it. You're the source. Those events happening all at once. And they appear to be related, but there doesn't seem to be any seen or discernible or causal connection, but because you are that causal connection. When you are resting and moving in the conviction that I am that which I desire to be, then everything is a sign. Everything is evidence and proof of your fulfillment. Everything is evidence and proof that you are who you imagine, believe, and assume yourself to be, no matter what the appearances or circumstances appear to be. Wow. Very powerful. Signs follow, they do not precede. Neville Goddard. It's not coming. It's not about to manifest. There are no signs that exist or mean anything outside of you. What others say or assume mean nothing. It doesn't matter if some person out there says, this is a sign that it's about to happen. They're just a reflection from within you. There's no sign outside of you. There's no truth to that other than the truth you give it. There's not a universe out there giving you signs or anything else. They follow what? They follow your choice and decision to be that which you desire to be, period. I am. Everything is a sign that you are that which you desire to be when you stand in that knowing. You have shifted. You're shifting and manifesting every moment. Who am I is the only question. The answer is I am. But when we're in this idea of I am not, this idea of lack, I'm not yet seeing it, I'm not yet that which I want to be, I don't have yet what I want, we're looking to the universe or some outside power and we said, is that a sign? We're asking, what does it mean? What are the signs? What's the signs that it's about to happen? How's it going to happen? When will it happen? Where is it? Why? You're looking for evidence and proof from others, the universe, a God or power outside of you, for signs and synchronicities that don't appear apart from you. They are you. And just to show this one more time, so you really get it, one divine, intelligent, and conscious mind. I am that I am. You as the center of it. That's you. There's only one I am. And every point of consciousness is thinking into that one divine mind. So what appears to be your finite mind and other finite minds are just finite experiences, infinite finite experiences of that one divine mind. That's what the whole idea of everyone is you pushed out means, or the idea of thought transmission. You're not going anywhere. You're not sending thoughts anywhere to anybody. And everybody is a reflection of your truth, of who you say you are in your reality. It doesn't mean they're not real, that they don't exist. It's all consciousness. All of these individualized points of consciousness are all consciousness. But it's all that is, seeing itself from infinite perspectives or viewpoints or perspectives. What we call thoughts. There's one thought, I am. That's love itself. That's unconditional love. I exist. I exist is all it is. It's the only thought there is. But there are infinite experiences of that one thought, that one feeling that we call love, or source, or peace that passes all understanding. And you're the center of it. The idea of the collective experience is the idea of each of us having our own notion or truth of who we are, what you might call your subjective identity. And you're all individualized points of all that is, thinking and imagining that. Collect that subjective identity of who you are. But you're all thinking and stating that or being that within that one divine mind. And each one of you are the center of it. Do you see it? This is about you as the center. So the others, the idea of other finite minds, are just simply finite experiences of all that is. Do you see this? It's not the idea that your mind is the only mind that exists. It's that your mind is an experience of all that is a finite experience, a finite perspective of all that you are as all that is. There are no finite minds. There's just experiences of the one divine mind. You as all that is and all possibilities, all versions of you in reality, all potential identities. You're absolutely limitless. You as all that is, framing your experience. And then there's your truth. That's what this green represents, your subjective truth. What you believe is true or the truth of who you are. And then there's your personalized, individualized, focused personality and perspective as all that is, that blue. But remember, you're the collective. There's no collective subconscious or reality determining your experience. You do as the center of it. Because you're all that is. These are simply other perspectives of all that you are as all that is. Yes, each individualized point perspective in the people, events, and circumstances that you see in your life, that you experience in your physical experience, are versions of all that is, or versions of those points of consciousness. But it's all you deciding who you are that creates those individualized perspectives or viewpoints. I want to show this again, like we never have before. This is powerful. You see this. So it's not the idea of these individual or finite minds that exist apart or outside of you. Those are just individualized finite experiences of all that is, of the infinite divine mind. So when you're thinking, assuming, believing something, and you see a version of a certain person in your life reflecting that, it's not that they're thinking that, they are. But it's from your perspective. You're not transmitting that thought to them. You're aligning with a version of them that is thinking what you're thinking. That's aligning with from your perspective. And the same when they don't. You create versions that don't. All of it is you creating that. They exist just as you do, but you exist as all that is, and it's from your perspective. You as the center. Right? Remember what we've talked about before. Free will, your free will is always free, and everyone else has free will. All those other points of consciousness are free to experience themselves as all that is. But in your reality, you create your individualized perspective of yourself and your reality. And you create versions of others where their free will, a version of them, align or match with your free will. It's always free. Wow. So let's continue just a little bit deeper here. There's only one I am, one conscious, intelligent, self-aware mind, experiencing and knowing itself from infinite finite experiences called finite minds. You as the center. But you as the center of all that is, imagine, assume, decide, and choose who you are. Your individualized, personalized perspective. What you assume is true or the truth of you and your reality. And therefore, that's your collective experience as reality and as all that is. There is no other. Do you see? You as the center, that's your subjective experience. That's the collective experience. It can be no other way because you create the versions of those others. In other words, you align with the versions of those others that are according to your assumptions. This is your world, your reality, your universe. You are the collective. So yeah, we can make a concession to the idea of a collective consciousness, a race consciousness. But that's not any consciousness outside of you and your perspective. You create it all. It's not that others are sharing in anything. It's that there's only one. You don't have to share anything because there's only one consciousness. It's all one awareness. It's not your awareness sharing in others' collective experiences. That's a concession to the idea of all that is. The concession of idea from a limited perspective. That we're just sharing in a collective reality. You're not sharing in it. You're creating this idea that you're creating who you are. And then from those other infinite points of view, perspectives of consciousness, you align with the version of them that matches your assumptions, your beliefs, your collective view of who you are in your reality. Wow, that's powerful. So your individualized, personalized perspective, what you assume is true, the truth of you and your reality, and therefore your collective experience is reality. There is no other. The versions of others must share in your collective experience. Hence the collective consciousness. Because it's your reality from your unique perspective as all that is. There truly are no signs or synchronicities or evidence or proof or universe or world other than what you say it is. It's all you. That's how to know. That's the one sign. You've manifested, you've shifted. You are that which you say you are. Wow. I am your host, Tom Kearin. And these are the studios of Be Something Wonderful, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, check out the Tom Kearin channel. We just released a couple big videos there. And this weekend, we're going to have our next live event. It's going to be good. We're going to go live. I'm going to answer your questions as you ask them during the live stream on Sunday, 12 noon time Pacific, right here from the studios of Be Something Wonderful here in Las Vegas. So that's 12 noon time Pacific. Join us on the Be Something Wonderful membership channel. Creators, with great love, with great light and infinite gratitude, this is Tom Kearin here in the studios of Be Something Wonderful. Until next time, we'll see you soon.